So who's ready to rim some balloons with the new hero? Me taking Silas on the new map, Lost Crevasse. This is another episode of Here's How I Black Bordered. So of course, the rules for this challenge, or I guess this series, is pretty simple. Is I just take the new map and just try black border it. I do eventually want to try to kind of black border all the maps. Probably going to take a little while, as I do like to space out episodes, and I am at the point where I've done all of the advanced maps and I'm kind of working my way on the experts. Except for when a new map like this drops, I usually like to do that one when it comes out. Anyway, strategy I want to go for is going to be icicle spam, as I do want to play around with kind of Silas a little bit more. In the previous episode of Here's How I Black Bordered, I used Silas to kind of cheese the map Glacial Trail to avoid my towers getting frozen, so the main strategy was really just using Icicle Impale. I'm not going to get Impale this time around. Would like to try out just the tier 4. And I chose Icicles because, well, that's really the only path that kind of scales into doing like actual damage late game. Of course, I actually have to save up for Silas, who is quite pricey, being 920. I think he's a little bit cheaper than Sai. I think Sai's like 18, not 18, I think it's like 1080, I think is the price for it. But don't quote me on that, I can't really remember. So getting out of early game is just gonna be probably the hardest part of this challenge. I do think that Icicles with Silas can scale pretty well for the late game. So to try to make early game as easily as humanly possible, going to be getting Druid of the Jungle. Although saving up for it's going to be quite difficult, since Silas does freeze balloons, which does block my Druid from actually doing damage, as well as my attack. So hopefully round 15 is not really too much of an issue here. Hopefully Druid can hit some of the pinks, or at least Silas to slow him down, like that one. This is definitely kind of an odd map, as you do want like most of your defense kind of up front. There's not really many central areas aside from like this kind of island here that you can actually put your towers. If this like ice wall wasn't here, I honestly think this map would be a beginner map. Just because this is a really good central location. Like you could put something like Tax Zone or something else here, and it'd do really good. Please catch that, thank you. We are kind of close to the thing. Silas leveled up, so he has his Ice Wall ability now, which is actually really good for early game. Again, it just kind of gets blocked from the frozen stuff, so hopefully Ice Wall can kind of clutch up. And if it could spawn not on just the right, if you could go to the left a little bit, that'd be beautiful. But I think that shouldn't matter because we're gonna get this soon. Nice. Want to get hard thorns, and I do want to save up for maybe some ice stuff. I think I actually might even get something like Heart of Thunder just to help out even more, because I think that 36 could be a bit of an issue. I do kind of want to get a village down before I do get my icicles, and so just getting that down could maybe help out Drew a little bit more. Heart of Thunder now, so I think we should be good for quite a while. Just let me get my camo village, which will be turned into a discount later on. I just do want the camo properties first. So where I place this is going to be kind of important, since it's not going to have a whole lot of range. I do want it to be kind of central, so I'm thinking maybe like here should be fine. It is going to get boosted by the second village I'm going to get. Of course, it's going to be ultra reading. If you're doing spam strategies, you always kind of want to go for a double discount just to kind of save as much money as humanly possible. And then hopefully Silas can kind of solo all of these camos. If not, I might have to like quickly buy Eagle Eye on one of these guys, like you. Come on, thank you. Not ideal. If Silas, you know, could just be a little bit better, but oh well. Had to get 2 of these guys up to Eagle Eye. I think the next camo wave is 35, I think with camo white, so I definitely do want to get Druid with camo detection. Help out a little bit more against that. I wonder if I can go for my ice now, or should I upgrade tack a little? I think I do need to get my icicles up before around 40. Although I don't really feel too safe in this early game, but I think I might just get this here now. I trust in the Druid, or maybe I should not have done that. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade you just a little bit. Even though it's going to get blocked a little bit, I can upgrade you to Hot Shots if I really need to. This round, are we dead? We sure are. So 36, I'm going to have to save up for hot shots, so I do want to forego this and then try to get hot shots up. Alright, so I decided to skip out on a druid and instead go for hot shots kind of immediately. I think I still will go for druid anyway, just to kind of help out a little bit, as I do think the global range damage will come in handy. So I think I might get this guy up, maybe up into Heart of Thunder, not into Druid of the Jungle. And I still do need to get Village for 36 as well as other camo rounds. So camo Village has been acquired, and so now I do kind of want to save up for my Druid of the Jungle. Now hopefully I can get it in time for 36. If not, I just kind of have to hope that Druid Heart of Thunder is actually going to be strong enough here. Also, do I need to use that ability? I don't think I needed to, but just be safe I will. Because we are going to get this up, which is perfect. Let's get you on strong. And this should be able to handle 36. Good enough. I guess it really just kind of depends on where the whatchamacallit spawns, although that is Lucky Druid. Let me just get quick draw on both of you for this last wave. You ain't need it, but better safe than sorry. So did I actually save enough to be able to afford whatchamacallit? I mean, even if not, I think we will get, yeah, we'll get Silas's Cascade ability, which will help out a lot against the Moab. I just need to pop the layer. The inside shouldn't really be too much of an issue. Okay, so Cryo Cannon coming up shortly. Over here. Then I don't think we get Icicles in time, but that's fine. I'll just use both of Silas's ability and then we should be fine. And then once we get Icicles up, I do want to discount. If I was really greedy, I would have discounted kind of immediately, but I did not. Just be safe. Here comes the Moab. That popped, okay. Okay, we did it. So then Icicles now. Let's get Deep Freeze. I'm assuming that this means that the Icicle does 2 damage now. And then now we want to start discounting. And then we should be fine all the way up until like round 50, where the second mob will show up. As Icicles and I think Druid of the Jungle can handle all these other rounds too. So where I want to get the second village, I think maybe... Oof, I probably should have put this village a little bit over here. So we are going to have a little bit of a bias towards the right, but that's fine. That is fine, as we still will have some decent range as well. So let's get discounts, let's get the primary training. I could save it for prime mentoring to ultra greed and get those extra upgrades for free, which I think is what I will do. No harm in waiting, and I think we will be able to get up to Icicles before the before round 50 comes in. As you can see, we're absolutely decimating these rounds fairly quickly. Nice, got it. And I do want to get primary expertise, just for the increased discount on getting more upgrades for free. And just because, why not? I don't really use primary expertise too often, so this is kind of one of the rare times where I actually will have an opportunity to use it. As for how many Icicles I want, I'm not really too sure. Let's kind of play it by ear. Because I do need to save up like 27k for prime expertise, which shouldn't be too hard. As the Icicles, I think, will demolish the kind of everything before 80. Like the round 50 mob there was no sweat, no sweat. I don't think we'll need any other like ice tier 5s. I don't think I need to get like absolute 0 or something like that. Although maybe I can, because the increased attack speed would be nice. And I can get prime expertise as well as absolute 0. Just because the Silas discounts on the tier 5 goes crazy. So round 60 is going to be coming in. The BFB should be fine. I get absolutely destroyed. I think I could maybe save up for expertise now. Let's see, including this one out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 Icicles should be enough to carry me to expertise. So like, once I get this one up to Icicles, I do think I'll start saving up for expertise now. Although I probably should have maybe tried to have gotten a little bit earlier if I want it for the discounts. Also around 63 it's introducing some lag. Well, I guess it shouldn't really kind of surprise me due to the hyperdense wave and the nature of icicles. So I guess there's that. There shouldn't really be any other dents around like this that causes lag, except for maybe like 79, but even then that's not as dense as 63 is. And I also do think I need MIB because even though I think Silas does grant all the ices white popping power, I don't think Silas gives them lead, so I think I do need. Alright, so primary expertise on around 78, perfect. I guess I could just save up for MIB now just because why not? The attack from expertise I guess will kind of be a little bit of safeguards in case balloons do somehow get past the icicle army. This guy can come in and clean up, which would be nice. So save it for now, just so that way I don't have to kind of think about it later. As I don't think we're going to be dying anytime soon. Then I guess after that I can maybe just go for absolute zero, which I guess I'll get back here. Just to kind of catch any leaks, as well as the fact that absolute zero is going to get some absolutely insane range once we get the tier 5, so that should be fine. I can't remember what level Silas gives the discount. I think it's like level 13 that he does. I guess we'll kind of see once we unlock Snowstorm. I think he's given it, because I think absolute zero normally costs like 18,000 or 20,000. Yeah, level 13 Ice Monkey tier 5s are cheaper, so he did give the discount. Nice, nice. Gonna be going for the bomb path for the refreeze. And then once we save up the 12k for absolute zero, we're just gonna spend more on icicles. I do need to get some round 100 defense, just because this defense kind of sucks against it. Our best bad damage is gonna be primary expertise, and that's nowhere near strong enough for the bad. So we're gonna have to get like maybe 2 first strikes or some spike storms. I guess it kind of depends on how I'm feeling, how much money we have left over. So absolute zero now. And absolute zero can help out with damage, as the absolute zero ability does grant you increased attack speed for all of your ice monkeys. I don't think it's as strong as, like, let's say Call to Arms, because I don't think it increases Pierce. I think it's just solely attack speed. As well as the fact that Call to Arms buffs all of your towers, whereas absolute zero only buffs your ice towers. So I think I'll kind of keep buying ice towers until we hit round 90, and then I think once we hit round 90, I think I'll just stop and then save for around 100. Now DTs are no problem, like I thought they would be. 95, I don't think we're going to need any sabos, just because Silas is really good at stalling. He's really good at it. And all these ice monkeys are also pretty good stalling too. So I mean, if we die 95, it's because we don't do enough damage, not because stalling. Alright, perfect. 93, that's the last one. Let's start getting this, and then let's count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think we have 12 icicles, which I think is a good amount. Not really as much as I thought we would have gotten, but oh well. I mean, if I really wanted to kind of optimize this run, I could to squeeze out more. But I don't really think that's necessary. Anyways, here comes 95, usually the problem around, but I'm feeling pretty confident here. Is Silas 20 yet? No, he's 18. But Silas can hit 20 by the end of this run. And we don't even need to use absolute zero ability, we just absolutely demolish 95. So our first strike now, and then I guess I'll get a second one because I think we have enough rounds left so I can actually get it. I guess we can just freeze 96 just cause, get that increased attack speed, which is coming in clutch. Also, I kind of realized I did kind of synergize a little bit with primary expertise, as it does reduce the cooldown on the absolute zero ability. So 98 is usually prime run. I think I'll just kind of slow it down. I'll use Ice Wall at the beginning, because why not? And then absolute zero now for that increased attack speed as well as the slow. Balloons are kind of getting past, but Ice Wall is kind of stopping them. Our second first strike, and then I guess I could get more So I guess this would be number 13. Just because why not? And then for DDTs, I can just slow. Yeah, so this is number 13. Number 13 is not really going to do too much, but that's fine. So we got 1. And I guess I could wait a bit. That's 2. Can you pop, please? Okay. It's a little bit scary and concerning, but I think it should be fine. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And boom, that was Lost Crevasse Black Border. With a pretty kind of fun strategy, Silas, level 20, not really doing a whole lot of pops, so that doesn't really surprise me. As his main strength is kind of his early game potential, kind of like Ghidorah, but he doesn't really kind of scale as hard as Ghidorah does. Primary expertise, I got the most pops at like almost 250. And then the icicles did pretty good. This one almost caught up to expertise. And so it wasn't like expertise was really doing kind of the heavy lifting here, even though it did get the most pops. So yeah, that was that. So let me just go and show that this is Black Border. If as you can see here, Lost Crevasse Black Border. With a pretty fun strategy. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and join Discord. Link is down below in the description. Have a nice day, everyone.